Training more isn't always the problem.
Training hard while recovery falls behind is.
That's when things start to feel slightly off. Longer warm-ups, the same tight spot every week, sessions feeling heavier than they should.
Nothing dramatic, just small signals that most people ignore.
Today, we are breaking down the early signs your training stress is outpacing your recovery, so you can adjust it before it turns into a setback.
March is when routines lock in. You're now consistent. 3, maybe 4 sessions a week. Weights are increasing, runs are getting faster.
Motivation is still high. You are disciplined. You are not skipping sessions, but something feels slightly off.
You're not injured, you're not in pain, but your body doesn't feel as sharp. That's usually when that shift starts.
Let's break this down simply. If training load is outpacing recovery, here's what tends to show up first.
First sign, warm-ups get longer. What used to feel ready in 5 minutes now takes 15. One side feels stiffer. One area needs extra work every session.
Second sign, the same tight spot keeps returning. Same shoulder, same calf, same side of your lower back. It settles after the session, but it comes back the next week.
Third sign, performance feels heavier. Weights that should feel manageable feel harder. Runs feel flat. Explosiveness drops slightly. Not dramatic, just not your normal.
Fourth sign, recovery between sessions shrink. You are still sore 2 days later. Sleep feels lighter. Energy drops in the afternoon, but you keep training through it.
And here's the interesting part. Motivation still usually stays high. That's what makes this tricky. You feel driven, but the system underneath is getting tired.
This isn't about overtraining in the extreme sense. It's about load mismatch.
When training volume increases, but sleep doesn't. When intensity rises, but stress stays high. When frequency goes up, but mobility gets rushed.
Your body adapts incredibly well, but it needs margin. And when margin shrinks, performance drops before pain shows up.
And if you ignore the signs early, that's when flare-ups start. Not because you trained badly, but because recovery wasn't keeping up.
We see this all the time with active professionals. They are not reckless, they are committed.
They're juggling full work days, mental load, and structured training. Training stress plus life stress equals total load.
When total load is what your body responds to, not just gym sessions.
Train smart doesn't mean train less. It means manageable load intelligently.
If you are noticing these signs, start here. Extend your warm-up slightly instead of forcing intensity.
Prioritize sleep during heavier training sessions.
Address recurring tight spots earlier instead of waiting for pain.
And zoom out weekly. Ask yourself, has training increased? Has life stress increased? Has my recovery increased as well?
Small adjustments early prevents bigger interruptions later.
Sometimes simple tweaks are enough.
Other times, it helps to assess the underlying cause, not just the tight calf, not just the stiff shoulder, but how your body is managing total load. At TT Chiropractic and Remedial Massage, our clinic, we work with active professionals who want to keep progressing without hitting the same wall every few months.
Chiropractic care and remedial massage can support recovery, movement quality, and load tolerance, not as a rescue plan, but as performance support.
If warm-ups are getting longer, if the same area keeps tightening, if performance feels heavier than it should, do not ignore it.
Click on the link in the description and book your next appointment with us. Let's assess how your body is handling the load that you're building. Train smart, move strong.
No pain, just progress.